It's 7 a.m. Your phone alarm goes off. You open your eyes, and the first thought that hits your mind is, I only slept for 4 hours. Your body feels heavy. Your brain feels like it's still in shutdown mode. And all you want is to crawl back under the covers. But you can't. There's work, there's studying. Life isn't going to wait for you to get your perfect sleep. And here's the strange part. A few days later, you get almost the same amount of sleep, but that day, you feel completely refreshed. You're focused, things get done, and you even have the energy to talk to people. And that's where confusion sets in. How is it possible that one day we're completely destroyed by lack of sleep, and the next day, we're practically fine?
Most people think about sleep in very simple terms. 8 hours means great, 6 hours means bad, and 4 hours means disaster. But the human body is far more complex than this simple chart. Our brain doesn't sleep in a linear way. Sleep happens in cycles. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and throughout this cycle, the brain goes through several stages. First light sleep, then deep sleep, and finally the famous REM stage, where we dream. During deep sleep, the body is repairing itself, and during REM, the brain is organizing information and memories. That's why sleep isn't just rest, it's actually a brain repair process. Now, here's the interesting part. If you wake up right in the middle of deep sleep, you feel like your brain is still installing an update. Like the operating system hasn't fully booted up and you're still in loading mode. But if you wake up at the end of a cycle, you might feel better, even with less sleep. That's why sometimes 6 hours of sleep, which equals 4 complete cycles, can feel better than 7 hours, where you woke up in the middle of a cycle.
But here's a serious warning. A lot of us think we can make up for sleep deprivation by sleeping in on the weekend. For example, we sleep 4 hours all week and then sleep until noon on Saturday. But scientifically, there's something called sleep debt. Imagine you sleep 2 hours less than your body needs every night. After 5 days, you've accumulated 10 hours of low-quality sleep, which means a 2-hour debt. Your brain doesn't forget this debt. This debt is like a credit card. You're borrowing from your future energy. And the problem is that when you use this loan, the interest comes back in the form of reduced focus, irritability, and even a weakened immune system. So if you're trying to survive on little sleep, you need to understand that you're building up a serious debt.
So how can we wake up our brains faster on days when we're carrying this debt? The first tool is natural light. When you wake up in the morning, your body isn't completely sure that the day has started yet. The signal that makes this clear is sunlight. When natural light enters your eyes, your brain receives a clear message that the day has begun. As a result, melatonin, the sleep hormone, decreases, and the wakefulness system activates. Even 5 to 10 minutes of morning light can activate this system. That's why a short morning walk can wake you up far more than a few scrolls through your phone. But most modern mornings do exactly the opposite. People wake up, still lying in bed, and the first thing they see is the light from their phone screen. Before their brain is even fully awake, they've seen 10 pieces of bad news and 5 strange videos. And immediately after that, they reach for coffee. But there's a strategic mistake here. Our bodies contain a substance called adenosine, which creates that feeling of sleepiness. Throughout the night, the body is busy clearing out adenosine. If you drink coffee immediately after waking up, caffeine only temporarily masks the effects of adenosine. As soon as the caffeine wears off, all that adenosine that was still in your brain comes rushing back. And that's when, at 10 a.m., you feel like your brain has shut down again. Instead, use this rule. Drink coffee 90 minutes after waking up. During this window, your body has time to clear out a large portion of the adenosine. In some operational protocols of the U.S. Army, when soldiers are in critical situations and aren't allowed to sleep for hours, they use a very precise strategy. Instead of taking a long nap, they use something called a micronap. They know that if a nap exceeds a certain limit, they'll enter deep sleep, and waking up from that is extremely difficult. So they focus on a very specific time window, about 8 minutes. Research shows that a very short nap, exactly this 8-minute window, is enough time to lower adenosine levels in the brain and perform a quick reset without giving the body a chance to enter deep sleep. That means you wake up without your brain feeling heavy at all. This is exactly what you need when you've had less sleep the night before. A quick shortcut to recover focus without spending the whole day feeling groggy and heavy.
Of course, sometimes the cause of sleep deprivation isn't even work. Sometimes it's 1 a.m. and you tell yourself, just 5 minutes on my phone. And 5 minutes turns into 40 minutes, then another video, then another scroll, and suddenly you snap out of it and realize you're watching a strange video titled, "Why Octopuses Might Take Over the World?" And at that moment, the only question on your mind is, why am I still awake? And what do octopuses have to do with my life? The blue light from screens suppresses melatonin and messes up your sleep cycle. This means you're not just sleeping less, but you're also losing the quality of what little sleep you do get.
So if you're going to have a short night, follow this plan. First, get exposed to natural light early in the morning to reset your wakefulness system. Second, delay your coffee by 90 minutes to prevent a sudden energy crash. Third, take a short nap, like the military's 8-minute technique, during the day to recover your focus. And fourth, try not to compensate for your sleep debt by oversleeping on the weekend. Instead, try to maintain a consistent rhythm. These steps might not increase your total sleep hours, but they'll help you perform at your best, even with less sleep.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, share it with friends who are always tired. See you in the next video.